What's up, Lakers fans?
What up, Lakers fam?
Laker fans.
Let's go, Lakers!
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Let's go!
We ballin', we ballin', we ballin'.
But it's purple. Hard as go, baby.
We ballin', we ballin', we ballin'. Ain't nobody in the world that can stop us.
LA, I got us. Who with me? Let's roll.
Oh, yeah, you already know.
You know what they yell when they see me?
Hurling, go, hurling, go.
This is Diane's on my way to the
Slam dunk.
gonna hate her like who won?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, yeah. Champions of the spot. Watch how they watch us. Meet me at the top.
LA, baby.
Nah, we ain't gon' stop. LA be like, Lakers fans like, LA be like.
We ballin', we ballin', we ballin'. Ain't nobody in the world that can stop us. We ballin', we ballin', we ballin'.
It's all purple and gold, baby. It's all purple and gold.
What it do, what it do, what it do, Lakers crew. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Lakers Over Everything, baby. Purple and gold till we die. Purple and gold we ride. I bleed purple. My heart beats gold. It is and always will be Lakers Over Everything. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Man, let's dive right in. We already know what it is. It's free agency week, baby. We're all looking forward to Thursday, the start of free agency. And man, these Kyrie rumors, the plot is starting to thicken, baby. I said I wasn't going to get on here and do anything until Thursday, but we got some big news, big news, big news. LA Sports Live, I hear you, bro. Let's see. He says Kyrie is on the way, baby. Yes, Kyrie is on the way. It's starting to look that way. So the news literally just broke a few moments ago. Two pieces of news. First, Sam Amick of The Athletic, he reported that the rumor is starting to really get loud around the league, you know, with the NBA executives and everyone else, that Kyrie wants to join LeBron James. Reunited, and it feels so good. Yes, Kyrie wants to reunite with LeBron James here in Los Angeles, and LeBron James is with it. Man. So that news broke, and then shortly after that, the news broke that Kyrie has received permission to seek a team, to dance with, to seek a team to trade with. We know that he did have that list. He had that list of 6 teams. Well, of course, it was both LA teams, the Lakers, the Clippers. It was the Chicago Bulls on that list. It was the Philadelphia 76ers on that list. The New York Knicks were on that list. And help me out. There were one other team. I can't recall who that other team was. They were on the list. Oh, the Miami Heat, I believe. They were on the list as well. So now it looks like he's starting to kind of, make it be known that he's out of there, man. Why would Brooklyn give him permission to seek a trade partner if this thing wasn't done, man? I think it's over for sure. I believe Kyrie will not be back in Brooklyn next year. Even if Brooklyn came and offered the max, I think it's too late. It's kind of like, the damage is already done. You didn't do it from the jump, and when you didn't do that, a guy like Kyrie, it's a respect factor to him. It's a respect thing. When you didn't do it from the jump, it's like, why do it now, man? So I believe Kyrie is out. He's out. Now, it's funny because Kyrie was here in LA yesterday at the BET Awards. The BET Awards are hosted here in LA at LA Live, and Kyrie was here. And of course, the reporters were asking him. They asked him, "Do you still want to be a Brooklyn Net?" And Kyrie's answer was, he kind of joked about it and said, "We're going to swerve that question to the left." And he pointed to the person who was with him at the awards, but he didn't come out and answer the question. Now, if you're committed to a team, you come out and say that, right? If you're committed to a franchise and organization, you come out and say that. Anything else is like, no. So that was wild, bro. And then, of course, LeBron was in New York this weekend. Now, I'm seeing people say that LeBron was in New York and him and Kyrie flew back together, flew back here to LA together. LeBron was in New York working out, at that famous, I forgot that arena there, that famous indoor arena. And yeah, I'm seeing reports, people saying that they flew back together. And if they did, a nice 5.5, 6 hour flight, that's a lot of talking you can get done. LeBron can be like, "Hey, bro, I got you. Come on, I got you. I got you. I got you." So I believe Kyrie loves the LA lifestyle. He was at the award show, and he's here a ton, and you can't put too much stock in that. Oh, he's in LA. Everyone's in LA, right? These young guys with money, these athletes with power and money, they're going to be in LA. But this one hits different. Leslie Anderson says he's coming to the Lakers. Leslie, I'm starting to believe it as well. Um, boy, boy, boy. The question will be though, how is he going to come? That's the question that we need answered. Of course, the easiest thing and the most convenient thing for us would be for him to just walk, opt out of that contract and take our 6 million on that taxpayer meal of exception. But of course, he does that. He's forfeiting $30 million, right? That's tough to do. That's a tough pill to swallow for anyone, especially considering he lost 17 million last year. But you look at that, I understand that was an entirely different situation. He didn't want to get the vaccination, and he left the money on the table because of that. I understand that's entirely different than walking away from a contract, but it does show that Kyrie is different, and it does show that he believes what he believes in, no matter the dollar amount, and that's very, very rare. So, if anyone's going to do it, I could see Kyrie doing it. If anyone's going to walk away from $30 million, I could see Kyrie walking away from $30 million, 36, and taking 6, just to be happy and be where he wants to be, and to prove a point, to prove his value, his worth. Obviously Brooklyn, they don't see it, they don't believe in it anymore, and they have every right to do so. Let's not pretend that Kyrie has been reliable and sustainable and all that good stuff. So they have every right to do so. But at the same time, Kyrie has every right to leave them as well and to feel disrespected and to come to LA. So will it be that route? Obviously that works for us. It's easy. And then we can still move Russell Westbrook and get some other pieces. But the other option is him opting in to his contract, him opting into that $36 million contract. So if you don't know, that's where we're at now. Right now, he hasn't opted in. So just like Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook has an opt-in clause as well, opt-out clause as well. He hasn't opted in yet either. But of course he's going to opt in for that 47 million. He ain't walking away from that. That's going to be his biggest payday. So Kyrie, the same situation. He had an opt-out clause this year. He could have opted out of his contract. He is yet to opt in. Again, the easiest route would be for him to opt out, and then he would come to LA, and take the 6 million. That's the most amount of money that we can pay him as of right now. Or the other option would be him opting in, and we work out a trade. So he gets his $36 million this year. He opts into the final year of his contract, gets his 36 million, and then they trade him to us. Now with that, that's a little more difficult because we can't do that trade. I mean, we can right now with Russell Westbrook, but I don't know if Brooklyn wants Russell Westbrook. So it'll kind of be like we need to find a third team to trade Russell Westbrook to, and then who will give up some pieces to send back to Brooklyn to help us out, to aid us in that deal. Now, that's a possibility as well. We know Charlotte, they're interested. It's just would Brooklyn want those pieces that Charlotte wants to send out. They want to send out Gordon Hayward, Terry Rozier, Kelly Oubre Jr. Those are some of the names mentioned. Mason Plumlee, I believe. So it's just a matter of if Brooklyn is down to do that. Now, if Kyrie forces the issue, if he says, and this is what I believe is going to happen next. Me and LA Sports Live, we were talking about that. Go check out my brother over there, LA Sports Live, if you haven't done so. Check him out. He covers the Lakers as well and does a great job at doing so. So go check my brother out. But we were just talking about this. I think the next domino to fall is Kyrie is going to force Brooklyn's hand and say, I'm not going anywhere except LA. Now, Brooklyn can trade Kyrie wherever they want to, but remember, Kyrie only has 1 year left on his contract. So if he comes out and says, I'm not re-signing to wherever you guys trade me to, then that other team is not going to be interested in trade for him. You're not going to give up assets to get a player for 1 year. And we've seen this already. We've seen it. You remember Cleveland back in the Cleveland Cavaliers days, when they traded him to Boston. They traded Kyrie to Boston, and he hated it, and he walked after a year. So they gave up all those assets to get Kyrie, and then Kyrie walked. an organization, a franchise is not going to do that. If he comes out and says, I'm not staying with you guys, I'm not resigning with you guys, then they're not going to trade for him. And as Laker fans, we've seen this with AD. AD kind of forced the issue. You remember when he wanted out of New Orleans, there were a lot of teams interested, but he said, I'm not resigning with you guys. I want to be in LA. That kind of backed everyone off, and the rest is history. He signed with LA. I believe that's the next domino to fall with Kyrie. I think he's going to come out and say, I want to be a Laker and only a Laker. That's the only team that I'm going to sign an extension with. So if he says that, then it kind of forces Brooklyn to take whatever, probably even Russell Westbrook. They may have to just take him and eat that contract and have that cap space later. Which may be very valuable to them, because if Kyrie leaves, then I don't see KD staying. I don't see KD staying there at all. He's not going to be there for a rebuild, and they're not going to get anything major back for Kyrie, which makes them a contender still. So Kyrie's out. I think KD's out as well. So you may see that end up happening. But, if the Lakers can find a third team, then I can, that can happen. That can be a possibility. Now, something that I wanted to talk about in a separate video, something me and LA Sports Live have been talking about, that Detroit situation. We all know Detroit moved Jeremy Grant. You remember they moved him to Portland up there with Dame Lillard and company. They moved him, and a lot of people say they did that to clear cap space to sign DeAndre Ayton. But of course, we know on draft day, they made a trade with the New York Knicks, and they got them a big man. They gave up a first-round pick to land that rookie big man. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting his name. If you guys remember his name, help me out here in the chat. But they made that trade with the New York Knicks, and they got a center. And they gave him a first-round pick to do so. Now, a lot of people are still believing that they're still going to go after Ayton, but no way you give up a first-round pick to get a big if you're going to go out and sign a big in free agency to a max contract. You don't do that. You're not going to give up a first-round pick for that. So if they drafted him to be the backup, they wouldn't have given up a first-round pick for that. You don't do that. If you're giving up a first-round pick to trade for someone, then that guy is playing for you. That guy is going to be a solid piece for you. He's going to be a starter for you. And that's what they did. Duran. Yeah, there we go. LA Sports Live. Thanks, bro. So they traded for Duran. Yeah, at first, and LA Sports Live, like I just said, we've been talking about this all weekend. They gave up that pick, a first-round pick. So I think they're out on the agency sweepstakes. And a report did come out this weekend as well that, saying that Detroit may be out on Ayton. Again, you don't give up a first-round pick to draft, to trade for Duran, who was a draft pick that night. You don't do a draft night trade. Give him a first round pick to bring him in if you're going to go out and sign Ayton to a max contract, especially when they're both young centers. You can only play one of them, and they're both young, and you just drafted a rookie. So Ayton is still young as well. So you don't do that. So I think they're out on the Ayton sweepstakes, which means they have a lot of cap space. If I'm not mistaken, LA Sports Live, right? They have like $47 million or $54 million, something like that, some crazy amount of cap space. Now, that's big. That could be something big for the Lakers, because if they have all that cap space, we could work something out with Detroit where we send Russell Westbrook to Detroit, who can absorb that cap space. Woj just tweeted. What did he tweet? What is it? Let me know, LA Sports Live. We got a tweet by Woj or Woj Bomb. What is it? But we can trade Russell Westbrook to Detroit. They'll absorb that cap space. We tack on a first-round pick, maybe both first-round picks, whatever the case may be. We tack on a first-round pick, to pay them to eat that Russell Westbrook contract. We don't have to take anything back because they have all that cap space. They can absorb that contract. So we pay them a first-round pick to take Russ. That clears up $47 million off our books. No team except Lakers pursuing sign and trade deals for Kyrie. There it goes, right there. There it goes. LA Sports Live. He just said it. He just said it. So Woj just tweeted, no teams except the Los Angeles Lakers are pursuing a sign and trade deal for Kyrie. There it is, baby. Kyrie is on the way, baby. Kyrie is on the way. It's happening, guys. It's happening. Wow, wow, wow. So now we need to we got to move Russ. Like I was saying, if we can move Russ to Detroit, send him to Detroit, we attach on a first round pick to do so. We get them to absorb that contract. We pay him a first round pick to do that. That clears up cap space. Now although that's 47 million, keep in mind we are an over the tax team. We're over the luxury tax, we're over the cap, right? The salary cap. So it's not like we're going to have 47 million dollars available. I don't know the exact number, but we will have enough money to offer Kyrie more than the 6 million. We should be close to that 36 million, especially if we could offload THT as well. We should be close to the 36 million that Kyrie is going to make. Now there's no way we can get to uh a full max contract, with that. But we can offer Kyrie a lot of money. Now, keep in mind, LeBron James, he also hasn't opted in yet either. Now, this is something LeBron never does. He never leaves any money on the table. But to get Kyrie, maybe LeBron says, "Hey, I'll take a little pay cut." And Kyrie says, "I'll take a little pay cut as well." But maybe LeBron will take a little pay cut. He'll opt out of his contract, get a new contract, take a little pay cut, to allow more money for Kyrie. That's something LeBron never done. He's never done that. But we've been bending over backwards to appease LeBron, as we should. He delivered a championship. To me, he's still the best player in the NBA, even entering year 20. He showed that last year. He almost won a darn scoring title. So I can feel that. So maybe LeBron will help us out a little bit this time. We'll see, man. It's going to get real, real interesting. This week is starting off right. This is exactly what we need, exactly what we want. Laker fans, Kyrie is on the way, baby. Yes, 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 yes. Again, he's been given permission to seek a sign-in trade. And then Woj just tweeted that the Lakers are the only team pursuing Kyrie Irving in a sign-in trade. So here we go, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Get ready, guys. It's going to be a fun week. As the news breaks, we'll hop on and we'll talk about it. LA Sports Live, he'll do the same. So make sure go check him out. If you miss it here, he'll definitely have it there. And you probably get it there first, and then I'll jump on here as well. So make sure you're following my boy LA Sports Live. Go over there, check him out, turn on that notification bell, and also here, turn on the notification bell so every time the news drops, every time the news breaks, we'll jump on and we will talk all about it. Man, if you're watching the replay of this video, Kyrie is on the way. I want to hear your thoughts all about it. Another guy, John Wall, it's been rumored that John Wall, he opted in, right? His $47 million contract. But no way Houston is planning on, bringing him back this year. So they're working out a buyout. And, it was reported over the weekend that the Lakers had interest in John Wall. Now, I said I would love to have John Wall as a backup on a vet minimum. Bring him here to back up Kyrie on a vet minimum. I would absolutely love that, man. Imagine you got Kyrie, you got John Wall. Now, we do have Kendrick Nunn, but I don't know if Kendrick Nunn will be moved, to clear this space with Kyrie, to clear the space for Kyrie. If we're trading Russ, West, I don't want to call the man out of his name, like Skip Bayless is doing. Russell Westbrook, let me get it correct. If we're trading him, then we're going to have to attach some pieces. And Kendrick Nunn is one of the only assets we have. Kendrick Nunn, and THT. Those are the only two young assets that we have. And then obviously we have our 2027 first rounder and our 2029 first rounder. So I don't know if Nunn is going to be moved, but if not, then Nunn is Kyrie's backup. We already got him here, but if he's moved in the deal, then I would love to go out and get John Wall, sign him on a vet minimum. Another option is Kemba Walker, but to be honest, I don't know. I don't know who you guys would like out of those two. I think I would go with Wall. He's a clutch guy, so we already know the connection there. But we'll get to that later on. That won't be a move that the Lakers are pressing to make right away. This is the move. This is this will be the biggest move in free agency, right? And it involves our Lakers. Everybody said that we were doomed. Everybody said that we would have to bring Russell Westbrook back, and it would be another situation like last year. Everyone had us left for dead. But we are the Los Angeles Lakers. We ain't never out of the picture. We ain't never out of dead. So haters keep hating, keep counting us out. And look, Kyrie Irving is on the way. Now, I know a lot of people may have mixed feelings, because it is Kyrie, and he does come with some things. But keep this in mind: the last time we saw a focused Kyrie, a dialed in Kyrie, you go back to him in Cleveland. That was with LeBron James. What happened? They won a championship. They were in the finals, bro. So if anyone can pull the best out of Kyrie, then it is one King James. So keep that in mind, all right? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And then you have AD here as well. I mean, it's a perfect pairing. It's a perfect trio. It's a perfect partnership. It works out perfect. The Lakers need a point guard who can play off ball, and guess what? Kyrie can do that. The man shot 42% from three last year. 42% from three last year. 27 points, 42% from three. That's exactly what the Lakers need. So he can play off ball, he can play on ball, be that playmaker. Allow some more rest for LeBron, and take the workload off LeBron, where LeBron can just spot up and shoot threes, which he likes to do. This far along in his career, Kyrie checks all the boxes. The only box he doesn't check is defense. But I've seen Kyrie play some defense before, when he's dialed in. And like I said, if anyone can get Kyrie to dial in, it's LeBron James and Darvin Ham as well. Don't sleep on Darvin Ham, man. These guys respect Darvin Ham, and Darvin Ham is big on defense, so Kyrie could probably buy in. Okay, I'm just now seeing that tweet. LA Sports Live just came up. There are currently no known teams outside the Lakers planning sign and trade offers for Kyrie. So there it is, and that's from Woj. Boy. The Lakers can pull this off. Woo, woo, boy. I'm super pumped, super excited. Wow. And another thing, again, I said I wanted to make a separate video about this, which I probably still will. If we're able to move, Russ to Detroit, get them to absorb that cap space, that'll put us under the salary cap. So that $6 million taxpayer mid-level exception becomes a full mid-level exception. So that 6 jumps to 10. That's a lot of money right there. That's a lot of money that we can use. So maybe we use that for Kyrie. Instead of 6, we offer him 10. And instead of 30 million being left on the table, it's 20 million being left on the table. Maybe. But I believe the route would be, we'll move Russ, get someone to absorb that cap space. OKC, that's another team. They have the cap space to do it as well, and we all know that that they still believe in Russ. And Russ can drag them to the playoffs. I think he could drag Detroit to the playoffs as well. And you got all those young guys over there, Cade Cunningham, and then Duran, and then the other guy that they drafted. Sorry, I forget the names again. I think Russ could definitely drag them to the playoffs. They have the team that Russ thrives in, a young team who can run. Not a lot of older players, a lot of older guys, veteran guys, but they got young guys who can run. And that's what Russ loves to do, and they could run with Russ. Same thing with OKC. So if we could move Russ to one of those two teams, it frees up, some cap space for us, and we could go get Kyrie. Boy. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So this is gonna be a fun week, guys. It's all starting out as Monday, and this is the news that we want to see. This is the news that we've been waiting for. This Kyrie thing is starting to look real nice, and it's starting to look like a real possibility. And man, stay tuned in, bro. Stay tuned in, stay locked and loaded, and we will see what it do, baby. But Kyrie to LA is on the way. The one and the only Kyrie actually going to be a Laker, bro. Yes. I'm feeling it, bro. I'm loving it. I'm feeling it. I'm getting excited about it. Kyrie is going to be a Laker. And another thing, me and LA Sports Live talked about this yesterday on his live. He went live and he was talking about Kyrie. Another thing, let me say this. He said this in his live, and this is facts, bro. We know the love and admiration Kyrie has for Kobe Bean Bryant. Rest in peace, Kobe. We know the love and affection, the love and everything that he has for Kobe, the respect that he has for Kobe, probably more than anyone. Well, they all respect Kobe, but when it comes to relationships, Kyrie may be the closest, to Kobe, right? of guys, players in the league today. And one thing that Kyrie is not going to do, he's not going to disrespect the legacy of Kobe Bryant. He's not going to come to LA, put on that purple and gold uniform that Kobe rocked for 20 years and play in that arena. I know it's a different name now. It's no longer Staples Center. Play in Crypto.com arena, the arena that Kobe built. He's not going to come and disrespect that. He's not going to come and disrespect Kobe Bryant's legacy. So that right there, I think the emotions and the feelings, once Kyrie steps in to that arena with that purple and gold on and looks up in the Raptors and sees that 8-24, man, I think it's going to be divine, man. I think that's going to tap into a Kyrie that we've never seen before, bro. So keep that in mind as well. That's what we have here. That connection with the Mamba and Kobe, it hits people different ways. Jason Tatum, he's another one. It hits strong, but I don't think it hits anyone stronger than it hits Kyrie. So especially if he rocks the number 2, we know that was Gigi's number, Gianna Bryant's number. Imagine Kyrie rocking that number 2 in memory of Gianna. Oh my gosh, bro, it's gonna be crazy. He's going to honor his name through the court. Exactly the one and only. Exactly. Where Kobe played, he is going to honor it. Facts 100 LA, LA Sports Live AC. I know you talked about that yesterday, bro. So that right there. I think that's another reason why he wants to come here, bro. I think that's another reason. The floor where he played, man, that is big time. The same floor where Kobe Bryant played, and Kyrie, the biggest mentor and the biggest guy that paved the way for Kyrie, or Kyrie respects the most. It's Kobe Bryant, man. And I think he's willing to leave his best friend, in KD, to come and play with that and probably find his love for the game again. Not saying that it's left, but we know Kyrie, he's had other things on his mind, other priorities in basketball, but he can probably find that love again, and playing for the organization that Kobe Bryant played for 20 years and playing on that same court and walking in that arena, looking up and seeing that 8-24 in the Raptors. Oh, I know every time I step into crypto, I still feel Kobe there, so just imagine the level that it'll be for Kyrie, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Make him wear the Black Mamba jersey. Right, man. Imagine him putting that on. Ooh-wee, how sweet that would be. I just hope that he rocks number 2. When he does come, I hope he rocks a number 2 for Gianna. It's going to be crazy. And another thing, like I said, the league is starting to believe it's going to happen. Draymond Green, Big Mouth Draymond, he came out and said something about it on his podcast or whatever. He said that if Kyrie and LeBron does rejoin, they still ain't beat Golden State. So I think that right there adds some fuel, some fuel to the to this whole situation. Kyrie seeing that, I'm sure he saw that, and he's like, "Oh, okay, really?" And that may drive him to want to come here even more. I mean, and let's not pretend like it didn't happen in 2016. Draymond acting like they beaten that duel. They over and over. They did lose to him in 2016. So now let's see him do it in the Lakers jersey. So boy, I'm super pumped. I'm super excited. We'll be watching the news all day long to see what more news drops about this entire situation. But I probably came into the weekend. LA Sports Live knows we've been talking about it, all weekend and all week when the rumors first started going, how high I was on it, how excited I was about it, because I just want Russell Westbrook gone. And but I say this weekend I probably was at like a 6 out of 10 that it was going to happen. 6 out of 10. But after seeing everything that's dropping today, I'm at an 8.5 right now. I'm at an 8.5 out of 10 that's going to happen. The only reason I'm not at a 9 or a 10 yet is because I just want to know how is it going to happen? Is it going to be for that is he just going to walk and take that taxpayer middle of exception, or or can we find a third team to do a trade? So once we find out some more information, then I think I'll be locked in at a 9.5, 10. But right now, after Woj dropping what he dropped, and after Sam Amick said what he said, the Nets giving him permission to seek a trade, and all this stuff going on, all these other little details going on, I'm at an 8.5 out of 10, bro. I'm at an 8.5 out of 10. So we will see what happens. So The one and only says either walk or opt in and trade. Right, right, right. Those are the two options. It's just a matter of can we move Russ? Can we go ahead and move Russ to Detroit? Pay Detroit a first round pick to take Russ. That frees up the money we need to get the trade done. Or is it going to be a third team involved in this? A 3-team deal. Charlotte. Do we send them to Charlotte? Send Russ to Charlotte, and then Charlotte send pieces to Brooklyn? What will it be? How will this go? How will this go? How will this go? Mike says, I have a feeling Kyrie will resign with Brooklyn. All this seems like manufacturing. No, not at all, bro. Not at all. If you did see the news, Brooklyn has given Kyrie permission to seek a sign and trade, to seek a trade with the team. That's not manufactured. Those are facts. And then the Lakers being the only team looking to pursue Kyrie in a trade, that's not manufactured either. Those are facts. None of this is manufactured, bro. Kyrie is a different dude. Kyrie's a different dude, and I really believe that he feels disrespected for them not giving him that max from jump. Apparently Bradley Beal, he's getting that max, that super max. So you gave KD the super max, but you didn't give it to Kyrie, man. That's disrespectful. And no knock on Brooklyn, because I get it. I understand. If I was Brooklyn as well, maybe I would be thinking the same thing. I don't want to give this man a long-term deal. Let me pay him year by year, But at the same token, if you're going to play a hard ball like that, then you got to be ready to deal with the consequences of doing that. And when you do that with a guy like Kyrie, this is what you get. He'll walk. And let's not act like he hasn't left organizations before. He left Cleveland, right? He left Cleveland. He had a perfect thing going in Cleveland. Him and LeBron could have won multiple championships there instead of the one. They could have probably won 2, 3, 4 maybe instead of the one. And they could probably still be in Cleveland winning championships. You never know. He left that situation. Got traded to Boston. He didn't get traded to OKC or traded to Detroit or nowhere. He got traded to Boston. The Boston Celtics, 17-time NBA champion Boston Celtics. And he left that situation, so I could very well see him leaving this situation. I don't see this news as manufactured at all. I believe this is all real, guys. This is all real. Let's see. I wish LeBron would go back to Cleveland. I hear you, Justin. Maybe when it's all said and done, after he wins a couple more championships here in LA, he does go and retire in Cleveland. You never know. Nets need to keep both KD and Kyrie. I hear you, but I don't think that's happening. I think they're going to lose both of them. If Kyrie leaves, then I definitely believe KD is gone as well. I can't see him staying there. Him and Ben Simmons, that's not winning anything. So I can't see him staying there. I could see him forcing his way out as well. Mike, Brooklyn isn't being disrespectful. While it was his right, he bailed on his team. Well, he's taking it as them being disrespectful by not giving him the max. Like I just said, if you didn't, listen to what I'm saying, I totally understand Brooklyn's idea of thinking. I totally get it. Kyrie wasn't there. So I understand them not wanting to give him that super max, but at the same time, Kyrie is worth, every penny. When you're in the Kyrie business, this is what comes with it. Just like us being in the AD business, it is what it is. Injuries. We already know what it is with AD, but we weren't going to offer him. Imagine us offering AD less money, because of injuries. How you think he's going to take that? You think he's going to sign that? You think he's going to stay for that? Sign up for that? No. Same thing with Kyrie. The man missed last year because he believed in what he believed in. He didn't want to get vaccinated. That's his right. That's his choice. And now they don't want to pay him for it. And then he had other things as well. It wasn't just that, he had other things as well. But at the same token, it is what it is. The man still feels that he's worth a max contract, a super max contract. And his talent on the court, he is worth that. So when you make the hard stance to not offer that, then it is what it is. This is what happens, So I understand both sides. I understand Brooklyn's side. I understand Kyrie's side. But if he walks because of that, he walks. That's the decision they made, and they got to deal with it. Injury prone. He flamed out in Boston too. I mean, say what you want to say. The man is still the best point guard in the league. Name me, please name. I mean, you got young and up and coming point guards. John Morant. You could say he's taking that mantle. Steph Curry, but Kyrie is definitely up there. One of the top point guards in the league, top three, top five, if not the best. And when he was on the court, he did what he did. He averaged 27 points last year and shot 42% from three. So say what you want to say, injury, say this, say that. It is what it is. A lot of guys are injury prone and they're still getting max contracts. AD, you telling me he's not injury prone? Guess what? He got a max contract. Kawhi Leonard, I mean, that man missed all last year. And how many games did he miss before that? Guess what? He still got a max contract. KD, KD coming off of all these injuries. Guess what? Brooklyn still gave him a max contract last year. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Say what you want to say. I still believe the man is worth the money. And it's just something you got to deal with. Something you got to deal with that. So what else we got in here? Ben Simmons needs to give it because everything this season. I agree with you. I'm excited to see Ben Simmons back on the court. I'm a huge Ben Simmons fan. I just don't see Ben Simmons and KD. I don't see them winning anything. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm pulling for Ben Simmons. I hope he does ball out this year. I love watching Kyrie, but he must be a terrible teammate. Well, KD didn't think so. KD did with it. KD knew what he was getting with Kyrie, and he signed up for it in Brooklyn. And then LeBron, he wasn't a horrible teammate back then. It's just he's a difficult guy. He's a difficult guy, but we'll see. We'll see. And I'm thinking that him being reunited with LeBron, can change things. And him being in LA, being on the playing on that same court that Kobe Bryant played on, his mentor, his idol, Kobe Bryant played on. I think that'll change some things with him. So we'll see, bro. We'll see. Where does AD fit in all this? AD fits in perfectly. I think AD is going to eat, especially in Darvin Ham's system. Darvin Ham wants to play that 1 in, 4 out system. And you got to have a point guard who can space the floor and a point guard who can make shots. Shoot the three. And Kyrie shot 42% from three last year, so that helps out AD tremendously. And then you go out and find another center, maybe like a Mo Bamba, who can stretch the floor. And you put AD on the inside, to be that one in on that 1 in, 4 out system that Ham wants to run, kind of like they ran in Milwaukee with Giannis. I'm loving it. I think AD is going to have an amazing season. Of course, it all comes down to health with AD, but hopefully he can stay healthy this year. And if he does, I think he'll have an MVP season, man. They're going all in on AD. You get Kyrie, that's going to open up things for AD tremendously. Kyrie can get him the ball. Kyrie can stretch the floor, so it gives AD the space he needs down low. Especially if you get another stretch 5 to pair with him. I think AD is going to have an amazing season. But we'll talk about that in greater detail once all this stuff happens. I'm just trying to wait to see what the roster looks like to go into details about, what AD will be this year. But it all comes down to health. If AD is healthy, and I know that's a big if, but if AD is healthy, then I think he's going to be a really great guy. If healthy and motivated, he's a beast. Right, man. We've seen it in 2020. I think we can get back to that. So we'll see what happens, bro. We'll see what happens. But right now, I'm focused on this Kyrie piece. Us getting Kyrie. AD is staying. Yeah, for sure. AD isn't going anywhere, bro. He's not going anywhere. I'd give the KD and Ben Simmons experiment a shot. Could work. I hear you. I want to believe it could work as well, but I mean, I want to see. I want to see Ben Simmons' game. I want to see if he's improved. So I'm not going to say it's not going to work. I just don't see them two alone being a championship contender. I still feel Milwaukee is better, especially when they get Chris Middleton back. So I feel Milwaukee is better. I feel Boston is better. I feel Philly is better, even with Embiid and James Harden, and then the moves they're making. I feel Milwaukee is better. Let's see the moves that they make. So I just don't see Brooklyn being being one of those top teams, over there in the East. And then I'm forgetting some names. There's some other teams as well. I just don't see them being a top team in the East. But I'm not going to ride them off yet because, like I said, I want to see the improvements in Ben Simmons' game. I'm a big Ben Simmons guy. I would love to have him in LA as well. If not Kyrie, I would take Ben Simmons in a heartbeat. So I would, let me see his game before I judge them. So yeah, it possibly could work. But do you really think, Mike? Let me ask you this: you really think that KD's going to stay? You know, if Kyrie's leaving, you think he's going to stay? Um, you know, I could see Kyrie. I mean, I could see KD leaving too if Kyrie leaves. Man, imagine him going to Boston. KD going to Boston. You know, they got the picks and they got some young assets that they could probably give up to land KD. Imagine KD and Jason Tatum together. Ooh, wee. Need to build around AD. I hear you, and that's what this move is doing. You know, you get a point guard who can space the floor. You get a center who can space the floor. You're building around AD. Like I said, Darvin Ham wants to run that 1 in, 4 out system. And to do that, you have to have a point guard who can space the floor. Russell Westbrook doesn't do that. Russell Westbrook couldn't space the floor. So that was the big issue that I was having with Darvin Ham wanting to run that system that he ran in Milwaukee, that Bud system, that 1 in, 4 out system. You can't do that with Russell Westbrook because Westbrook couldn't space the floor. But with Kyrie, you can definitely do that. Again, I've said it a few times. The man shot 42% from three last year. The man is a sharpshooter. He gets buckets. He makes shots. He can get to the cup, right. He's probably one of the best in the league at getting to the cup, if not the best at getting to the cup. But he can also, he's a lethal shooter. He's a sharpshooter as well. He's proven that time in and time out that he can do that. So that's a piece that you need for AD to be his best. And then another piece is having a center, who can stretch the floor as well. A center who can do some banging but can stretch the floor. You give AD that, then AD is a beast. He's a monster. That's what I'm saying. Okay, you get Kyrie. Now go out and try to get Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba's going to be a free agent, so try to go get Mo Bamba. Offer him that middle of exception. If you're trading for Kyrie, sorry, I may have said KD there. If you're trading for Kyrie, then you got that mid-level exception available. Go use that and try to get Mo Bamba. Or if Kyrie comes on the mid-level exception, then you still try to move rest and try to find a center who can stretch the floor. Maybe Miles Turner, Indiana. Whatever it is. Yeah, I agree with you 1,000%. Build around AD, and by getting Kyrie, that's a big way of doing that. That's a big way of doing that. Rather not see LeBron break Cap's record in the Lakers. Well, that's happening, man. That's happening. He's breaking that. That record in the purple and gold. That's definitely happening. And this year, knock on wood, LeBron stays healthy. He's entering year 20. I'm the opposite. I want to see. I'm a Lakers fan, so here it's Lakers over everything. So that's the uniform that I want to see him do it in. I mean, who else do you want to see him do that in? In Cleveland, in the Cleveland uniform, it's going to be bigger. Doing it in the purple and gold. Everything you do in the Lakers uniform is just bigger and it's better. And I definitely believe he's going to break that record next year in the purple and gold. So I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm looking forward. I thought for a moment there, I was starting to think that may be the only thing that we're going to look forward to, if we were keeping Russ. But with Kyrie Irving coming, yeah, we got a lot more to look forward to. So, but yeah, seeing LeBron break Cap's record, that'll be one of them. So that'll be really nice. I just hope that it's in LA so I can be there to witness it in person. But we'll cross that bridge when it comes. Once again, before we get out of here, I didn't expect to be on here this long. I haven't done a live this long in a minute, but it is what it is. Expected this week. It's free agency, guys. Free agency starts Thursday, but you're going to start hearing, the little rumors trickle all week long. So here we go, guys. Here we go. I'm super pumped, super excited about it. But Kyrie to LA is looking like it's starting to shape. The form is starting to take shape, real fast. And come Thursday, yeah, I think that'll be the big news in free agency. Kyrie is headed to the Los Angeles Lakers. Now let's just watch and see how it's going to happen. But I thank you guys for tuning in, man. I appreciate all of you guys. Please, like LA Sports Live said, drop a like as you head out of the building. And if you're watching a replay, please drop a like. Also, if you're not subscribe here. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button as well, man. Help a brother out. Join the family. Join the channel here. We would love to have you here, especially if you're a Lakers fan. If you're a Lakers hater, we invite you as well. We like to talk. I don't mind entertaining Laker haters. I get some Boston Celtics fans here, every now and again, especially when we were down. So I'm down with it, man. I'm down with it. We talk a little bit about the rest of the NBA. Of course, this week we will a little bit more, with free agency coming up. But it's Lakers over everything, baby. It's purple and gold till we die. Purple and gold, we ride. We see everything through a purple and gold lens here on this channel. But even if you're not a Lakers fan, you're just a basketball fan. Come on, come on, come on. We would love to have you here as well. So, hit that subscribe button and also smash that notification bell so every time we do drop a new video, you get that notification. You can come hang out with us and talk with us. All right. What else we got? What else we got before we get out of here? Let's see. Awesome chat. I'm a longtime Laker fan. Okay, Justin. I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. 1980. I love it. I was born in 85, so Magic was still doing this thing. So you're a Showtime Lakers guy. I grew up more in the Kobe era. I'm a Kobe guy. Kobe's my guy. Kobe's my GOAT. I'm one of those guys. So I grew up watching Kobe. But I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Laker fan, but not LeBron fan. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I was a LeBron fan, not a diehard LeBron fan at first, but once we got him, I became a bigger LeBron fan. I mean, I respect what the man is doing. Me being able to be at crypto and seeing him play live, man, I respect the man what he's doing. He delivered a championship, of course, with the help of AD. So I'm all love for LeBron. I don't got nothing against him. I love him. Now saying he's the GOAT, I'm not on that. I'm not on that bandwagon. But I respect him. I definitely believe he's one of the greatest, and I definitely understand the argument of him being the GOAT and all that stuff. So I feel it. I respect it, and I just want to see the man deliver another championship, to the purple and gold. So I'm a fan. I hear you, bro. It sucks for me. I hear you. Lakers over everything. What it do? What it do? What it do? Batach, Bakayar, Ban. Sorry, I'm trying to pronounce it. I probably messed it up, but welcome in. Glad to see you. The biggest problem with the Nets is the coaching. Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah. I think that's another reason why Kyrie is out. Kyrie doesn't like Steve Nash at all, bro. He was given that job, handed that job. No way he should have had that job. He should have got that job. And I'm a huge Steve Nash fan, man. I respect what he's done in the NBA. Of course, I'm a little salty. When he came to the Lakers and, he wasn't there, he was out, he was injured, that crushed me. I'm a little salty by that, but, I believe he's not the man for that job. He may be on his way out, bro. He just might be. Kyrie definitely didn't respect him. You remember the news of Kyrie holding practices after Nash's practice? So he didn't respect him at all. And I understand, man. Having a coach to coach superstars, that's big, man. And Darvin Ham, I know he's the first-time head coach, but he's very well respected. And I think Kyrie will respect Ham. Him doing what he's done. As a player, he didn't do much as a player, but just his leadership and all that. So we'll see. It remains to be seen. But I'm a believer in Ham, and I'm hoping Kyrie loves Ham as well. And I'm excited about that. But I feel you, Mike, on the Nash stuff. I feel you. LeBron hasn't passed Magic on my list. I hear you, Justin. I hear you. Well, if he wins another championship, that'll be 5. That'll be 2 with the purple and gold. So, maybe that'll change a little bit. But you being a diehard Laker fan, I don't ever see LeBron passing Magic on your list, especially, you being an 80s Lakers fan, Showtime era. I don't see LeBron ever passing. He could win 5 championships in LA, 4 more. And I still think you'll hold Magic above LeBron. I'm kind of the same way with Kobe, bro. So I hear you. Batach Bakayar says, been a Lakers fan all my life. 50 years old and a long and lifetime fan, man. Salute to you, bro. Let's get Kyrie and let's get another ring, man. Let's do it. Batach Bakayar. I feel you, bro. I feel you. He also says you got the name right, except the band part is like saying bun. It means, oh, okay, okay, you're talking about the name. So let me try it again. So it says you got the name right except the bond part. Okay, my apologies for that. So it's bud. It means son. So it's Batach, uh, Batach. I don't know, man. Uh, I'm messing it up. I'm butchering. I'll try, man. I'll keep trying. All right, but thanks for coming through. All you guys, thanks for coming through, man. Kyrie is on the way. Again, smash that notification bell if you haven't done so already. I see some new people, so also make sure you're subscribed here and smash the notification bell so when it does happen or whatever happens, we'll get on here and we'll talk about it. You guys can join us. You get that notification bell so you can join us and come talk about what's going on in purple and gold in LA land. All right, especially this week. It's a big week, guys. NBA free agency begins Thursday, so it's going to be big, big, big. Also, do me a favor, go check out my brother, LA Sports Live. He covers the Lakers as well. Go check him out. Go join his family over there as well. Turn on the notification bell as well there. And bro, we gonna make it do what it do. Kyrie is on the way. Purple and gold till we die. Purple and gold we ride. I bleed purple. My heart beats gold. It is and it always will be. Lakers over everything. We will catch you guys in the next one. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. And if anything else breaks today, we'll be back on here to talk about it. All right. We ballin', baby. Peace.
What's up, Lakers fans?
What up, Lakers fam?
Laker fans.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
We ballin', we ballin', we ballin'.
But it's purple, party is gold, baby.
We ballin', we ballin', we ballin'. Ain't nobody in the world that can stop us.
LA, I got us. Who with me? Let's roll.
Oh, yeah, you already know.
You know what they yell when they see me?
Hurling go, hurling go.
Two dimes on my way to the
Slam dunk.
gonna hate her like who
3,
won?
2, 1.
Yeah. Champions of the spot. Watch how they watch us. Meet me at the top.
baby.
Nah, we ain't gonna stop. LA be like, Laker fans like, LA be like.
We ballin', we ballin', we ballin'. Ain't nobody in the world that can stop us. We ballin', we ballin', we ballin'.
Soft purple and gold, baby. Soft purple and gold.
Had to play that for you as we head out, but Kyrie is on the way. LA Sports Live says he's going live soon. So there you have it right there. You guys, do me a favor right now. Do me a favor. Go over to LA Sports Live and go check him out, guys. Go check him out. He's going live soon. And he's going to continue the coverage of this breaking news, this Kyrie news. So go check him out, bro. Head over there. Check him out. I'll be there. Hey, AC, I might have to jump on with you, man. I'm super pumped right now. But go check my brother out, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day. Peace.